Alright guys, today I'm going to be sharing with you how I transformed our master bedroom for just $100. This is going to be a master bedroom refresh. You're going to see how I took our very plain and simple master bedroom and spent less than $100, shopped my house, and turned it into this. It is now way more cozy, comfortable, and cohesive. So stay tuned.
We got enough time to sort out all the fights, to sort out all the lies. Oh baby, yeah. Oh, no. There was a part of me that knew that, and still I'm caught by surprise.
All right, so before we get into today's master bedroom refresh, I want to thank you for watching today's video. If you enjoy these kind of videos, please give this a thumbs up. If you're new to my channel and not already subscribed, please consider subscribing. All right, so before we get into everything, I want to show you the things that I did purchase. Like I said, I spent just under $100. Now, if you're new here, you may not know, we moved into this home. This is actually a rental home for us. We moved here at the beginning of April, so we have been here for almost 6 months, and it was really just time to make our bedroom feel a little more like us. There was nothing wrong with it. It was just very plain. We had just a simple duvet. I thought about purchasing a duvet cover, but I kind of just wasn't finding exactly what I wanted. Nothing really, I don't know, jumped out at me, and I didn't really care for anything that I was finding. So I decided to just focus on making things a little bit more cozy, making things a little bit more us, maybe just a little bit more sophisticated looking. I didn't want everything to be just white and gray and completely plain. So I was able to bring in a few new pieces, and then I also shopped my house. I shopped my house for a lot of things, and you will see those kind of throughout the video as I bring them in. But right now, let me show you what I did purchase. All right, so the first thing that I purchased is a new quilt for our bed. And we just had a plain duvet insert. I did not have a cover for it. I thought about purchasing just a new white cover or something different, and I decided that I just didn't want white anymore. I really wanted something different. So I came across this quilt from Amazon. It's just a very pretty navy blue color. I like the quilting pattern. You can see that it's kind of just like long rectangles, and I felt like it was pretty classic but just a little bit modern. It didn't look like a grandma quilt or anything like that. It's nice and lightweight. We do live in Florida, and so that is a huge bonus for us, is to have something that is nice and lightweight. This was just under $40, which was a major deal, especially for a king size. It was the quilt, 2 shams, and let me go ahead and tell you, we liked this so much. I've had this for about a month now. I already have purchased another one for my son's room because, like I said, we just like it so much, so we got it for him in a different color. All right, so the next thing I purchased is this basket, and I did find this at Ross. I was looking for a basket to corral some things on my dresser, and let me just tell you, if you're looking for baskets, Ross is almost always the very best place to find the best deal. This one ended up being $7.99. It was the perfect size, and it was less than 10 bucks. I had actually purchased one from Target. It was $25, and it was actually too big because I really wasn't finding what I wanted at like Ross and TJ Maxx, but I decided to just be patient, and I kept waiting, and then Ross finally had this one, so I took the other one back to Target, and that made me happy because it helped me stay in budget, and really it was a better basket. All right, so the next few things that I purchased, I got at Home. Now, At Home has quickly become one of my favorite stores for home decor. It's not like the cheapest place because I find myself really gravitating towards Ross because their prices are great. And then also, I'm used to being able to use coupons at places like Michael's and Hobby Lobby, but the prices really are great, and they have a huge selection at Home, so it's still a great place to find things. All right, so the first thing I picked up is just this smaller hurricane, and then a set of candles. The candle set was actually a set of 3. I have some bigger hurricanes that are kind of the same shape, but I needed another one to kind of make a group of 3. So when I saw this, I knew that it was the perfect thing. The hurricane itself, I believe, was $6.99, and then the pack of 3 candles was $4.99, so it was $5. All right, so the next two things that I picked up at home are these gold frames. They are a 5x7. The frame is kind of nice and chunky. I have already put our pictures in these. I really thought I would find some frames at either Ross or Home Goods, and I had actually purchased some from there, and I ended up taking them back because these prices were better. These were only $6.99 a piece, and like I said, I really liked the kind of thick, chunky frame, so I was excited to find these. All right, so the last thing that I found is this gold animal print pillow from At Home. This thing is very big. It was, I left the price tag on it. It was $24.99. I would have been very happy if they had had 2 or 3 of them. That would have obviously put me way over my budget. I would have done it because I liked them so much, but they only had one. The other one that they had like major picks on the back, like somebody had dropped it on the floor and kicked it around or something. But I liked it so much that I knew I could figure out a way to make just one of these work with maybe things that I already had for our master bedroom. All right, so here is our master bedroom. You can see it is very plain. We have just a simple gray headboard, a white duvet, a simple gray pillow. Now I do really like these lamps, but they take up a lot of space on these nightstands. So I think I'm gonna trade them out for something else that I already have in here. They're the lamps that we used to have before we moved to this house. And then up here, you can see not a whole lot going on up here. I just have a vase with nothing in it and a candle. Doesn't really go together as it is. It definitely needs something. Try not to make you dizzy. Over here, again, not a whole lot going on. I just have my diffuser over here on a tray next to our TV with some oils. Definitely would like to do something here. You may notice we don't really have a lot of room on the walls to hang anything. I mean, I could do something right here, but I'm definitely not going to do a lot. I do just have my mirror here so that, you know, I can see if my shoes match my outfit. That wall is not prime real estate to hang anything because of the door. And then up here, you know, I think I just want to decorate the top of that. And then over here, we do have this kind of like a rattan. I guess it's not really rattan. It's just basically like a basket, whatever baskets are made out of. This is just a mirror. And I went with that because I needed something light because everything in our house is hung with command strips. And then over here, again, just a lamp, picture frame. Now, in an ideal world, we would be able to hang curtains on these windows. I love these windows. They let in a lot of nice light, but first of all, it would have put me way over my budget. And again, because we are renting, I have decided that I didn't want to, you know, spend money on curtain rods and curtains and things that we may or may not be able to use when we move. So that's what that is. And then just right there is just an ottoman. It really just sits there. I sit there to put shoes on, and it has extra sheets and things like that in there. So like you can see, we are basically starting with a blank slate. Nothing wrong with this room. It's very simple. I do have a rug that I like, but I kind of just wanted to bring in a little bit more and kind of just make this feel a little nicer. All right, guys, so the first thing I'm gonna do is change out these lamps.
I thought you'd always be mine. Oh yeah. I guess our dreams fell asleep. There's no passion in the comatose. Baby going down, 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 down. Baby going down, 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 down. Tried so hard to stay afloat. Yeah, we keep moving like the river goes. Baby going down, 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 down. Yeah. And I thought it's time I'm letting you go. This time I know it for sure.
All right, so I've changed out the lamps. Now I'm gonna go ahead and change out the bedding. I'm gonna bring in the quilt, and then I may or may not leave this duvet on here. We'll just kind of see.
No more, no. I really thought we had it covered. Was gonna patch up all the scars, but we smashed up all the parts. Oh, no, no, no.
All right, so now I'm gonna bring in the animal print, like the gold print pillow that I picked up. And then I also have 2 pillows that are gray that I have already had and they're not being used elsewhere right now. So I'm gonna bring those in, and then I may go ahead and add the duvet just kind of on top to kind of break up some of this blue, and we'll see how that looks.
And I thought, it's time I'm letting you go. This time I know it for sure. I just thought I should let you know. Yeah, no, it's no more, no. I got so high on a low. That's when...
Okay, so I really like this. There's so much more texture now. You can see the texture in the quilt. And then the sheets, it's kind of hard to tell, but they are white with a gray pinstripe. And then these pillows are just like a nice gray velvet. These I do have linked to my Amazon store. They are a purchase from quite a long time ago. And then the pillow, again, that's new. I like how there's more colors in here now. The gray headboard, that is from Amazon. I do have that linked there as well. As you can see though, there's a lot more texture. It looks a lot cozier. So let me go ahead and add the duvet, and then I'm going to add a few things right there to the nightstands.
I love you the most. Now I thought I should let you know. Yeah, no, it's no more. We're done now. No, it's no more. We're done now. No, it's no more. We're done now. No, it's no more. No. We're done now. No, it's no more. We're done now. No, it's no more. We're done now. No, it's no more. No. Yeah. I guess our dreams fell asleep. There's no passion in the comatose. Baby, going down.
All right, so on my side, I added the frame and then also just this little trinket box. This is something that I've had. That way I can put my rings in there at night. Then I kind of have a triangle going on with a lamp, trinket box, and frame. And then I still have room over here to put like a glass of water or a book that I'm reading or something like that. So I don't like our nightstands to be super cluttered, but I do like a little bit of something. On my husband's side, he does still use an old-timey clock. And then for his little triangle setup, I've got a frame and then this trinket tray. That way he can lay his phone down or watch or whatever, and then a lamp. All right, so the next thing I want to focus on is this right here. And what I'm thinking is, I showed you that I purchased another hurricane. This is a large one. It's just got beans in it and a candle. This is something I've had for a long time. I've also got a small one, and then I showed you kind of the medium size one that I purchased. So I think I'm gonna put those together, and then I'm going to add some greenery. I'm gonna leave this as it is because I like this gold. It kind of ties in with some of the other things, but it definitely needs something. So I'm gonna try that and we'll see how that looks.
Down, down, baby, going down, 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 down. Tried so hard to stay afloat. We keep moving like the river goes. Baby, going down, down, down. Baby, going down, 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 down. And I thought, it's time I'm letting you go. This time I know it for sure. Just thought I should let you know. No, it's no more, no.
Okay, so this looks so much better. I like that this is a set of 3 now. We like to light candles in here sometimes. And then this looks so much better having some kind of greenery in it. And then just kind of all together. It's still nice and simple, but it works. I would actually really like to hang something up here on the wall. But again, I'm just gonna keep this simple because we are renting. But I feel like this looks so much more cohesive and pulled together. All right, so the next thing I need to address is this part of my dresser. I moved my TV over here a while back so that I had a little bit more room here. And I've got the basket, and I think I'm actually gonna swap out my diffusers since I'm using plain lamps now. They're not blue and white. I think I'm gonna change that out. And then I want to hang something up right here on the wall. So let's work on that.
with the most. Now I thought I should let you know. Don't know, no us no more. We don't know, no us no more. We don't know, no us no more. We don't know, no us no more. No, no. We don't know, no us no more. We don't know, no us no more. We don't know, no us no more. No, no. Yeah.
All right, so right here, I definitely need like a plant right there. I think I've got one that I can go grab. And then I added these plates because this kind of needed to be raised up some. It was kind of sinking down too low in the basket. So I like this. This is one of my favorite diffusers. I will also have it linked in my Amazon store. It's something that I've had for a few years now. But I'm really liking this. And then I still want to add a picture right here. I've got a gold frame that's a picture of my husband and I. I don't think I'm actually going to get to hang it today in this video because I'm running out of time and it takes a while for those command strips to like adhere. But I'll hold it up here in just a minute so you can see what it will look like. Okay, so the plant fit perfect. And then here is the picture that I want to hang up in here. Like I said, there's not a lot of wall space in here, but I do want something. And this is just a candid shot that one of my kids took several years ago. And I had it in a gallery wall in our last master bedroom. And I like that there is like it's gold. I've definitely got kind of gold and silver going on. And then also kind of like this basket kind of color. But I feel like it all really works together and keeps everything pretty casual. I don't like stuff to be too fussy. Let me see. So that is kind of how that's going to look. I will get that picture frame hung up and then I will just kind of insert a clip or a picture here at the end so that you can see how it turned out. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. Let me do just kind of a quick pan around so that you can see how everything came together. Like I said, I'm super happy that this still looks very classic. I feel like adding more textures and colors, like I didn't have to add a lot of pattern, but just keeping things very subtle. I feel like it just made such a difference. I feel like our bed looks so much more like just cozy and comfortable and put together. It looks more cohesive and I'm super, super happy with it. So like I said, everything is still super simple, but I'm liking it.
You blow my mind. I don't know if you know yet what's all around, and I'm dying to tell you. Well, I know that by now it is obvious, and that maybe I'm wasting my time, but I gotta try. The only reason I keep sneaking out at night to laugh with you in secret under city lights. Surprised you never had the guts to figure out how I feel about you. Wish me the best of luck. I'm gonna win your love. Coming to get you, dying to feel your touch. Wish me the best of luck. Coming to get you. Wish me the best of luck. Trying to steal your heart. Coming to get you. Coming to get you. Coming to get you. I've tried sometimes, but you're making me nervous. Now I've realized that I can't live without you. All my friends reassure that it's obvious, and that maybe I'm wasting my time, but I gotta try. The only reason I keep sneaking out at night to laugh with you in secret under city lights. Surprised you never.
All right guys, thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed seeing my master bedroom refresh on a major budget. Like I said, I was able to do this for $100 and the room looks totally different. If you enjoy these kind of videos, please give this video a thumbs up. If you're new to my channel and not already subscribed, please consider subscribing down below, and I will see you guys next week.
Had the guts to figure out